Good morning, everybody. This is, I guess, letting you know what I'm going to be doing over the next 90 days and what's been going on with some of the brokers and who we're dealing with now and what's happened to everything. It's around 7 in the morning, the 3rd, just, I guess, hours before the market opens out of Australia. Okay, this is where we are now at this point here. So, this was the March debacle with the banking system. Gold dropped thanks to Yellen and Powell and their flip-flopping on what they were going to do with the banks. 14-day recovery. Got rid of some more bad positions. Now we're here, much stronger. And this is going to get better. The reason I'm showing you guys this is I want to show you what I need to do possibly this week. And the blip down is going to be something like this. It's going to be very, very short and small because we don't have too many bad trades left. I'm going to see if I can go to that account now. Okay, this is one account, and this is the trade that's hedged. Buy, sell both sides. It's a small one. I still have bigger ones than this one. But this is one that I want to get rid of, which opens up this whole system over here. So this will probably cost us $200-300 in the master account, which will be peanuts in everybody's accounts. You're not even going to notice it. Then we're going to explain the NZD JPY. I might as well get to that right now. Some of you have been asking why are we carrying this. I think there's 4 of you that have been calling me. Why, get rid of it. It's a negative. What you don't understand about this trade, the NZD JPY, and there's a few trades like this that every once in a while the swap fees become positive. If you notice, these are all positive. They're paying us every day to carry this, which means it reduces our actually carrying risks. Unlike the gold trade, which is the opposite. That's why we need to get rid of it. It actually costs us more to carry that in swap fees than not. It's another way to trade. It's a longer term play. But if this works out, even if NZD keeps going lower, even if it goes against us, as long as they keep paying us and reducing our risk, we should hang on to this thing for years. And the reason is the payout on this one will be insane. If this goes to 95 cents, this is where my TP is. If I start to notice it jump up, I'm going to look at the chart now to show you guys. If I start to notice it pop up, I am going to remove this completely and keep riding this because this is one of the reasons a lot of you called me was for $20,000 to $30,000 payouts in a short period of time. This is one of those trades that actually will happen to. Let me see if I can get to the chart here while I'm still talking. Here it is. This is a swing low and a swing high in different time frames. Let's go to something more stable. Okay, so that's at 87, right? We're still not at or out yet. But if we go to the daily, this is where it gets interesting. With just a little bit of patience, this is a trend line going up, which means we're riding that slowly. It's going to be a slow grind, but we're riding it. We're at the bottom of our cycles. And that's not even the extreme. The extreme on this trade is 90 cents, right in this zone here. And it'll probably break out at the 89.75 level. And it will get there, and which means we're going to remove this little TP here, this red line here, which is where we take our profits. We're going to remove that. Okay, and I tend to ramble on these things, so I'm trying to make it short. So that's why we're carrying that trade. Okay? Just let me worry about what we're doing with that trade, okay? Over the last year, from July of last year to now, we have outperformed every single fund on the street. We've made over 576%. So the people that got involved with me prior to April, we had a problem, obviously, and we've just recovered. I think we've gone over the high watermark. There's 3 accounts that were never funded correctly, and those accounts I'm going to have to take care of a totally different way. And I've already I'm making adjustments for that now. But everybody else, we've gone back to our high watermarks, and we're going to start moving forward. The next 90 days are going to become very interesting. There's going to be a lot of volatility. A lot of the players are coming back, and I started to notice a lot of pockets of spikes with absolutely no real volume, which means the market is almost like a tinder for starting a fire. It's very, very dry. It's going to explode. Now, I'm hoping to walk away. I've started another system which I'm going to incorporate into all of what we do. I'm going to call him Little Herbie's brother. Little Herbie's brother is going to protect the main system. Um, let's see if I can. It'll trade. It's hard to explain it. It'll trade like the banks trade. So if I get it traded, I get into trouble again, like a gold trade. Little Herbie's brother will be there trading against it as we're going up or down. So it will protect that position until it makes enough. Right now, it's producing 0.5% a day. It did that in a demo, and it's now doing it on a live account. I'm going to test it in a live account now for maybe another month just to go through some spikes. If it holds, and I believe it will, we're looking at an interesting 90 days. I'm hoping to see at least 1.5% or more a day on returns. Okay. Now to talk about what's happened with the companies. Vincent's Active Forex Singles has now been incorporated under JVS Capital Group. It has accountants and it has lawyers uh, that understand security laws. We are now the only company that can onboard American clients through a regulated broker. It doesn't exist anymore in the US. And I'm saying this, most of the clients mine are European and Canadian, but I've started taking on a large amount of American clients thanks to Riley Green and the Bosch Group. And uh, we are the only ones that can have or have access, not can have, I'm sure somebody could figure it out like I did, but have access to a regulated broker. I'm also going to try to make a deal with another regulated broker called Ingot, who used to take on American clients 5, 6 years ago, but they stopped. I think their ratio was 200 to 1, but they handled the numbers that we need and they're regulated. I will be reaching out to, I think his name was Hamad out there, and seeing if I can set it up the same as we had TradeView set up with. The other thing is Hanko, good broker, CoinX, good broker, Hugo, so-so broker. They are unregulated brokers that some of the American clients that are receiving this message are using. Not a problem. That when we started this, we needed to find a way to get the Americans on board. We found it. Now we found a better way and a safer way, I believe. So we will slowly move people over if you want, and if you don't, that's fine. We'll see if we can find you another broker. We're doing very, very well. Once again, we're breaching the high water marks almost now monthly, and hopefully it will continue going forward. Like I said, I believe the next 90 days are going to be extraordinary. Any questions? Shoot me an email. You're going to have it on the end of this, and I still have not set up a separate phone line for JBS. I probably am going to get around to it sometime this week. Okay? Thank you.